Hello, it's Alexandra Stuart-Robertson.
And I'm Meesha Hall.
And we're from Gallery Group, and we're really excited to be here in the Proxima podcast, wanting to introduce you to Gallery Group and some of our new projects. So Gallery is really excited to be partnering with Proxima. Gallery is a privately owned builder and developer based on the Gold Coast. We have been in business for 15 years and have been delivering brand new houses for investors and owner-occupiers alike for the last 15 years across Southeast Queensland.
We're really excited today to talk about our products, our projects, go into specific details into what we love about the products and why we've chosen specific areas and locations.
So one of the properties that Gallery is most passionate about are our co-living homes. This is a house design that we pioneered over 5-6 years ago. It is a project type that we are passionate about, as we see that this is a housing type that is going to make a significant and already has made a significant impact on the housing market and the rental crisis in Southeast Queensland. So how co-living works.
Yeah, so co-living is the ultimate rental investment in terms of the type of yield that it will deliver and also the capital growth. Because of the locations that we're choosing, we're making sure that we're capturing the best type of tenants and we're also able to achieve the best returns for the investors. So we work with 3 separate tenancies on 3 separate bonds, allowing the investor to have security of their tenants.
Yes, so if we bring it back, our co-living homes were really designed to be an alternative high yield property to a dual dwelling in the Southeast Queensland market when we started to see that land supply started to become slightly more tricky about 6 years ago. Up until that point, dual dwellings were the preferred high yield investment property in Southeast Queensland. What we were actually looking at is though we were missing a tenancy type that couldn't actually afford other property types into the marketplace. And who we recognise this to be were almost the invisible workers. These are the people that our communities and our lifestyles rely on for them to do their jobs. And who these tenants are, they are 31 years of age and they earn around 65 to 75,000. These tenants are the people that work at your local petrol station. They stock the shelves at your local Woolworths. They're your local childcare worker. They are making your coffee in the morning. They're probably the receptionist at your local doctor's surgery. They're the lady that runs the canteen at your children's schools. So these are people that are employed full-time. They are not on government assistance and they're needing localised, secure, private, safe, affordable housing solutions close to where they work. And in the locations that we have been seeing brand new communities extend and start up, where we're seeing new shopping centres being delivered, new housing complex, new schools being delivered, that there was a significant undersupply of affordable housing solutions for the people that those communities are going to rely on. So then Gallery started to really investigate the legislation and we looked at a house type that we were already delivering into our owner-occupier market, which already allowed for 3 bedrooms with 3 en-suites. So then it was trying to really understand what did the tenant need. And we interviewed over 1,200 tenants that were living in co-living homes at that time, 5-6 years ago. And what we discovered was they wanted privacy, they wanted security, and they wanted the ability to control their own space and control their interactions in the shared spaces. We also knew that we could get a premium on the rent if these homes were designed specifically as a co-living home. Now, what I mean by that is this is not a hybrid model. We don't allow for the landlord to live in the property. What we found was that if we could create equality in the household, by there being 3 equal participants in the household, we could create an urban family community that would stay together for 4 to 5 years. So once we knew who the tenant was, what we knew that the tenant wanted, we were then able to finesse our design. And we now have a range of designs that fit different lot sizes and different houses. We then needed to understand how we could manage the actual properties. Once they were built, how were we going to manage the interaction? And so we started to work really closely with our real estate team in understanding how we could select the right tenants, match them together, understand that. And that's been an evolution over the last 5 years to really understand how we can do more than just check a rental application. How can we make sure that the example that we talk about, right, is people coming off night shift?
Yeah, coming into the house and, just having people on the same schedule so that if, say, you're coming home from night shift, I'm not going to be waking up early and starting work on, an early shift.
Yes, so we were looking at if somebody's coming off the night shift and they come home and they open their bedroom door and climb in under their doona, and we don't want to match them with somebody who comes off night shift and they need to start cooking up a meal and going for a run and running the washing machine. So the whole idea was to make sure that we could kind of create a calm and unified existence in the household. And I think this is one of the areas that Gallery has really excelled over the last 15 years. We're more than just a builder or a developer. We've never asked somebody to commit to a housing type that we haven't actually tested ourselves, that we haven't delivered ourselves, that we haven't understood how you finance it, how you insure it, how it gets leased, how the tenants operate in it. We've even on-sold property so that we could actually understand the strength of the exit strategy. And the exit strategy with our co-living homes is probably best in market.
Yeah, well, because we're building essentially, so it's still a 1A construction type, so meaning that it's just a 4-bedroom home with 3 en-suites. The homes are designed open plan so that they suit families as well, so that when the investor does decide to exit that investment, they've got two ways to exit. They can either resell to another investor or they can sell to the owner-occupier market.
And I don't think there's any other property type in the market that offers that breadth in the exit strategy, that you could sell this via your local agent into the local owner-occupier market, or you would sell it based on yield into the investment market, which just adds an extra level of security to a investor when they're going to look to recycle equity to continue to invest. So our co-living homes is something that we're very passionate about. It has been a really successful vehicle with actually addressing the housing crisis in Southeast Queensland. We've got over 400 co-living homes that we have built and delivered. We've got over 1,200 co-living tenants that we manage through these properties. I think one thing that people need to understand about these tenants and who they are is they don't outgrow a co-living home. Really, unless love develops and a relationship develops. And we have seen that happen. But that what we find is that, some of the people that are living in our homes that are in their late 40s, they've been in their career some time, their job growth doesn't grow faster than CPI, and they're not in a position to move out of a co-living home. But by coming into a co-living home, they've got a keypad lock to their bedroom. They've got their own ensuite attached to their bedroom. Their bedroom comes semi-furnished. It's got a queen bed frame. The tenants bring their own mattresses. It's got bedside tables. It's got nice high ceiling heights. It's got a ducted air conditioning system. It's got own ceiling fan. It's got roller blinds and wardrobes. And so they have their own space that is completely contained and separate and secure for their spaces. And then they share a full-size kitchen, lounge, dining, and alfresco. And when you've only got 3 individuals, we don't allow children. There are no couples. There are no pets. There's no smoking. So these are homes where we've created an environment where people can really build a life and flourish. There's less burden on the local community because we don't have pet noise in the backyard. These are 3 fully grown adults who are paying their taxes and going to work each day that are sharing these purpose-built and designed homes.
Yeah, It's also for the tenants as well. It's the only solution that I've seen in the marketplace. It's not only benefiting the investor, but it's actually benefiting the tenant as well, because it's creating an affordable solution where they're living in a beautiful home. It gives them agency over their own tenancy as well. And it also creates an opportunity for them if they do want to save, if they do want to get into the housing market. They're not completely stretching their finances trying to lease out their own home, or, you know, say in a 1-bedroom apartment or a 2-bedroom apartment, for instance. It creates a scenario where they're able to put themselves ahead by living in a beautiful new home as well.
Yeah. So Gallery does more than just develop investment products. As I mentioned, we've been delivering homes into Southeast Queensland for over 15 years. Where we started was actually doing beautiful luxury homes in Sanctuary Cove, which is where our offices are actually located. We were established by Adam Barclay, who is our CEO and founder, and we still maintain our offices within Sanctuary Cove. In fact, just last week we opened our 3rd space, as our team has been steadily growing over the last 15 years. But we started delivering really magnificent custom designed luxury homes in Sanctuary Cove and have delivered over 80 homes in that location. I think one of the things that sets us apart as a builder is we've basically built homes for our neighbours. It's where Adam has lived. We're members of the golf club. We are in the village. Our offices are there. And I think it's a real testament to the way we deliver these homes for our clients that we've never had to close our doors or move away, that we have been really respectful and mindful of who we've been delivering for. So I think one of the wonderful things about the way Gallery works, especially when we're looking at new projects and new communities, is 50% of the homes that we deliver on a yearly basis are into the owner-occupier market. And so when we're actually looking at a new project, and we've got a couple that we're looking at the moment, we've got a project called Zenith at Park Ridge. We've got another project called Meridian in Blackstone, which is in the Ipswich corridor, one of the fastest growing LGAs in Southeast Queensland. We've got projects on the Gold Coast in Upper Coomera, that when we're looking at building these communities, there is this mindfulness, right, to the community that we're going to create. We master plan, we control.
We control everything to make sure that when we finalise an estate, we're handing over something beautiful. We're adding value not just to the people who choose to live in these homes, but we're creating something beautiful.
We really want there to be a sense of that it's not just about us delivering an estate, handing over the keys and sayonara, that Gallery is creating these legacy communities, spaces that we know that the owners are proud to call home, and that we were proud to have our name and our brand attached to it. So we have an incredible estimating, design and drafting team in-house. So when we're first looking at a block of land or a development site, we really consider, what is that community going to look like? Who are the people that are going to benefit from living within this estate? We really manage what the facades, the colour schemes, the streetscapes are going to look, because we want to protect that ongoing value for our owners. We want them to be proud of the street, but we also know that these are significant investments, regardless of whether you're an investor or an occupier. This is probably one of the biggest decisions, financial decisions you make. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything that we can to do that. And then we also have to understand, well, who needs to live here? Who are the families? Where are they going to school? Where are they going to shop? How do we connect with that community? How do we create spaces where people within the community can connect with each other? And then we make sure that when we take a project through to our sales partners, that is part of the brief, that we bring a project to life, that they know who is going to call this estate home.
And it's also the consideration of the style of the project as well. So where the type of estate that we've built at Meridian in Blackstone, where because of the location, we understand the type of demographic that purchases in Ipswich LGA. We've created, instead of putting smaller lot sizes, there's been so much thought and consideration by the developments team, and they're larger lots, they're lifestyle lots.
Correct.
And I love the differentiation of those projects in Ipswich LGA versus the lots that we're presenting in Zenith at Park Ridge.
Yes. And just today we have laid a slab on an estate in Roachdale where we are currently building a brand new display home. This is going to be a magnificent home. It's a testament to our in-house design and drafting team for the home that we've created. It's a beautiful 370 square metre, 5-bedroom, I think it's 3 living spaces. It's going to be magnificent. The integration of the living kitchen into the alfrescos are going to be fabulous. But again, this is a home that we're delivering, which will be a really key marketing tool that we want our key sales partners to be able to use. When people want to come and experience the difference with a gallery home, come and actually see the homes that are on the ground. Come and actually see our commitment to design, our commitment to creating communities, our commitment to the build quality. And it's one of the things that I think we try and kind of take to the next level almost on a daily basis. And we underpin that by even having gallery guarantees that we put into our contracts with our owners, where we guarantee that we will be on site and constructing your home within 28 days of land settlement. If you're building one of our low set single story homes, then we guarantee that that will be delivered for you in 18 weeks. Because we know if you're building a brand new home with us that you're waiting to move into, you're also paying rent somewhere else, and it can be a stressful time for people. And so we want you to know that we will do everything we can to protect the quality of the home, but also to be really mindful that you have chosen to partner with Gallery and that we have a responsibility to ensure that we're doing everything at our end to deliver that in a really, really timely fashion.
Yeah, and it's also, it gives people, not only our sales partners, but also the clients that are trusting them with their investment and saying, this is our trusted build partner, and the conviction that we have behind our guarantees. Putting guarantees are one thing, but we actually have them in our HIA contract. It's one of our special conditions stating that, you know, we will have it built in 18 weeks, and that we put our money where our mouth is. Yes. We've got higher liquidated damages than any other builder in Queensland. And I think that's a testament to the passion that we have in our business and something that Adam drives from the top, that we want people to know that if they put their faith in us, that we're going to deliver.
Absolutely. So I think, Gallery is really excited to be partnering with Proxima. Gallery only works via key sales partners. We do not work with mum and dads direct, and it's because we want to be working with people who actually have done the due diligence, who understand the strength of being part of a true partnership. And we're really excited to have the opportunity to be here on the couch in the podcast room and getting to introduce you to Gallery and to ourselves. And we're really excited to see what 2025 brings to the table with our partnership with Proxima.